And welcome back. And of course, a very popular segment this time every Saturday morning. We find out what's going around with the under-18s, and here's Dale, and I'm sure he's not sooking still. Dale.
No, mate. As I said, I'm pretty... I might have sooked during the week with the boys at training, but not on the television. No, we won't do that. But Inverleigh, too good for Thompson on the weekend. 21-16, 142 to defeat Thompson, 8-4, 52. Muir for Inverleigh kicked 10, Perrott 5 and McConaughey 2, their major goal kickers. Better players, Muir, Popovsky and Gavin. And for the Thompson side, Anderton with 4, Page 3 and O'Neill, P. O'Neill with 1. Better players, Moore, Gardner and Anderton. A couple of
Thompson legends there.
Yeah. You think if they're coming through in the next couple of years, look out. Werribee Centrals at home to Winchelsea. Werribee 16-14, 110. Defeated Winchelsea 1-2-8. Blade with 4, Hickey and Bear with 3. Better players, Pellegrino, Hickey and Blade. Goal kicker for Winch was Dixon. Best players there, Altamari, Hobbs and Fincham. North Geelong, 16-27. I'm glad it wasn't reversed. It would have been real ugly if that had been the case. I might have shook then.
Don't look at me when you say ugly-eyed. I don't like it.
Defeated Bannockburn 4-5-29. Goal kickers, Kingwell 5, Podner 4, P. Riccardi 3, and about 20 others got goals as well.
Better players. Played junior footy, didn't he?
I'll tell you what, he tubs up all right, the fella. So better players there, Milne, Fisher and Moore. And for Bannockburn goals to Harrop 2 single goal kickers. Better players, Kenyon, Arclay and Tully. Corio versus East Geelong, 15-16, 106. Defeated East Geelong 4-5-29. Weescombe 3. Taylor, R. Livesey, Lane and Wright 2 each. Better players, R&M, Livesey, Zorkow and Weescombe. And East Geelong 3 to Roberts, 1 to Collins. Better players, Turnley, Williams and Bowman. Belpo still played Geelong Western Josephs. They kicked 9-12-66 to defeat St Western Joey's, 7-4-46. Goals, Campbell Jude 3. That's his hyphenated surname. Hope, N. Martinu 2. Better players, Smyth, B and N. Martinu and Campbell Jude. And for the Geelong West side, Pt2 was the main goal kicker with 2. 5 individual goal kickers others. And better players, Morrissey, Mithen.
Who was the goal kickers again for North Geelong?
Yeah.
Who were they again? You read them out again?
For North Geelong. Kingwell,
yep.
Podner.
Yep.
D. Riccardi.
For North Geelong?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said the name War.
Better players,
War.
As in?
Chicken
son.
Oh, I don't know. Obviously, some relation.
Geez, I'll tell you what, yeah, son of a gun there.
Well, there's a few. I'll tell you what, they look all right.
Great interaction. Beautiful. Working a treat.
We've learned a lot since you've left.
It's going really well here. I might come back next week. This is really good.
I'm Dick. He's Dale. That's fair enough. We'll get it right in a minute, but that's great. No, thanks, Dale. Of course, Dale will be back. We're completely going silly this morning. As you can see, folks, Jason is back, and he's annoying the living daylights out of us at the moment. Dale will be back with the under-18s again next Saturday morning. We look forward to that. And no more tissue boxes from Dale. He's going to calm down. Everything's going to be good now. The 94.7 match of the round this afternoon. It's another absolute beauty. We had a big one last week at the Keith Barclay Oval, but this one out of Victoria Park, Bannockburn. The Tigers take on the undefeated Werribee Centurions, and someone's going to knock them off eventually. And I'll leave it to you guys. Is it going to be Bannockburn? Take it away.
I don't know whether they are going to get knocked off because they're going very nicely. They're just humming along. You know, there's been a couple of challenges. This is a big challenge. They always seem to struggle when they go to Bannockburn, Werribee Centrals. I don't know why. It must be the ground setup or something like that. But they always seem to have trouble with Bannockburn. They went far away, the Tigers, but they stopped last week, and they need to make sure they play 4 quarters of footy. I'm sure their co-coaches out there would be reiterating that through training this week. And I don't know, it might be the day, but Werribee, if they've got obviously Anthony Kitchen, Pilkington's now kicking goals for them, they've got an array of talent in the midfield, and their back line is underrated. You would think that they would start favourites. Tough game, might only be a goal in it again for the Tigers, I reckon.
Jason said they were, there's forward line and their options down there. Rosenweek, I haven't seen him in the side for a couple of weeks. He comes back.
Let's hope he stays out for another week for Bannockburn's sake, but it could be dangerous. As I said, Pilkington, through the early part of the season, was playing through the wing or half-back flank, so and he doesn't appear to me to be a big 6'10" player that demands the ball a lot, but obviously since he's gone down, he's taken pressure off Kitcho, which is allowing him to get the second-best backman again, so he's going well. Brendan Chuggs is still the bloke that I still like to see run through the middle of the ground, and I suppose with Steve Calvert up front, they're going to be pretty hard to beat. So they're going along pretty nicely. Bannockburn are going to have to really work hard on their matchups with 2 or 3 of their players if they can get them right. I don't think Alistair Wood will be too sound this week. He didn't play the second half last week, so I would think that I don't tip against Bannockburn very often, but at this stage they'd have to do some improving on their performance last week, and I think Werribee might just hold sway.
So in a word, you're going to go Werribee?
I'm going to stay Werribee just at this stage, yeah.
Jason, you're...
I'm
Werribee.
likely to change.
Yeah, I think
Werribee.
Yep.
Of course, we know that if North Geelong happen to knock off Thompson this afternoon, and Werribee win, it'll be North Geelong taking on still undefeated Werribee. It should be an absolute cracker, that game. East Geelong out of the Kevin O'Leary Oval. They're taking on Geelong West, and of course, Ricky O'Toole came back to some fantastic form last weekend, and wouldn't think that'd be too much problem for Geelong West. Shouldn't have a very good day, I don't think. What do you reckon, guys?
Well, I think they'll struggle, I really do.
Yep.
We talked about it last week in the settlement or the standing of the top 5 at the present time. East Geelong just won't give a game like this away, and they won't have any chance of getting into the game either. Belpo still accounted for them fairly easily last week, and I think East Geelong will now start to apply pressure right through the game. They're upstairs, their forwards have got too many for Geelong West to hold back, and I just think it'll be a bit of a walk in the park.
Jason, Geelong West, not much chop at the moment?
No, look, I mean, they've obviously improved and will continue to improve, but they're going to come up against a team that's starting to hit its straps in the second half of the year. They need to make up a bit of ground on the top couple of sides, the reigning premiers. So I think that they're going to probably struggle. East Geelong will have too much firepower up forward.
It's amazing, though, that Ricky O'Toole's suddenly started to play some good footy. Scrobelac, obviously, he's still in the side at the moment. He's not injured.
Oh, I think he's still playing.
Didn't sort of notice him much later, but he really is a key there, and you get people like Ricky O'Toole on form. They really are going to be hard to stop some days.
Yeah, Foster's the bloke that's really sets it up for him. If he's going to continue to play at centre half forward and lead up the ground, and Cameron that's come back and goes into the ruck just provides that bit of extra spring. He's a bloke then can go forward, and if Scrobber comes back into the ruck, then they've got a great, I suppose, some targets up there, and that'll lead Sean O'Leary just to run around and basically do what he likes through the half forward line. You know, the two core boys are pretty on their side just to keep the ball in and work hard in the forward line. If they do that, they're going to create a heap of opportunities for themselves, and as I said, they'll win this game pretty easily.
I'd say that Ricky probably didn't have a big pre-season, so now that he's had 8 or 10 games in the seniors and has actually got a bit of match fitness, that's when he's going to show what his real value is going to be to that team, and especially in midfield.
You're right, and he's probably playing a different role than he would at Corio too, where I suppose the large reliance always went back to him. Now he's got a group of blokes around him that can play good football, and that would make a difference.
And
to
they
him
probably
as well,
understand how he operates.
Yeah, certainly would.
He's had to fit in eventually, that's right. No, great football, and of course a fantastic Neville Whitley medalist from years gone by. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll talk about all the action on this afternoon. Back after this.